Oh, take a picture in front of the fountain? Want to take pictures in the fountain? Yeah. I fall. Oh, my thighs. Let's take a picture right in front of the fountain. Yeah.
You guys ready? Well, you're ready. You put your seatbelts on. I like your hats. I like your seahorses. Guys, are you guys ready for your safari off-road adventure?
Ready?
Do a little better than that. Are you guys ready for your safari off-road adventure? Yay! My name is Jeanette. I'll be your tour guide. Our awesome driver is Bill. Can you guys say hi, Bill? Hi, Bill. That was really good, but you're all on the same key and everything, like you practiced while you were waiting in line. Do I need to be worried? Concerned, perhaps? You guys are balloons. You didn't notice this either. I just touched them by saying hello. On your left-hand side, you can see some of our ooh dads. When I was trying to remember what they were called, I'd say, ooh, Dad, you're not going to wear that, are you? And then he would, and I would be horrified. So, ooh, Dad. We're getting ready to come into the Americas. We're going to see animals here from North and South America. How many people have been to America before? There you go. Yes, this truck is awake too. The last one was awake. You'd be surprised. A couple days ago, the whole truck, cricket, 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 cricket. Like, yay! We got some work to do, people. Now, I saw something on the last tour, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it too. These little gray birds that we have walking around are called the rhea, and for the first time, the rhea babies were walking around, and they're this big. If anybody on this truck remembers the Partridge Family with the little birdies walking in about the same size as that. But these rhea are actually a flightless bird. They cannot fly because they lack hooklets. Yep, and then we have some of our Roosevelt elk coming up on your left and right hand side. You got your swim shorts on? We're going in though. We're going to go see our Roosevelt elk named after Theodore Roosevelt, the godfather of our national park system. The males have the antlers, the females do not. And if you look very closely on your left hand side, you're going to see our llama. We're going to get really, really close, so whatever you do, don't make the llama angry, because llama can spit at you from 20 feet away. It's not just saliva, it's stomach bile too. All right, folks, we're getting ready to go in the water. Get ready to lift your feet. 1, 2, 3, lift. I'm just kidding, you don't have to. You did it. I caught you. Now, those Roosevelt elk on your left hand side, where? I see him pointing and I don't know where. On your right hand side, look, it's the rhea babies. Do you see that little white one over there? That is a leucistic rhea baby, and it takes 10,000 eggs before there's one of those. So that little white one is extremely rare. It is not an albino. Her eyes are actually sapphire blue, not pinkish red. Thank you, Bill. We're going over Bison Hill. We adopted the bison as our national mammal 2 seasons ago, but do you see those little orange babies?
Wow. Yeah.
They are orange when they're first born, so their mommies and daddies can identify them.
Look, so cute.
It's an oil or waxy coating on their fur. So think of it like an orange safety vest so moms and dads know who their kids are. I like to joke when they're young and they do something right, the moms and dads can say, yep, that's my baby. And when they get older and they lose that coloring, if they do something wrong, the moms and dads can say, that is not my baby.
The flies are eating stuff.
Now, unlike the bison, or unlike the Roosevelt elk, bison actually have horns, not antlers. Antlers are actually shed and grown every season. Horns, on the other hand, are permanently attached to a skull. So if they break one off, they don't get a new over. They're stuck with a permanent right turn signal or a permanent left turn signal. What I like to call is a dink-dink. Here's a couple more of our rhea on your left and right hand side. You can tell the males from the females. The males have that black ring around the neck. The females do not. After the females lay their eggs, which they lay about 20 in one sitting, the male will take over in incubating the eggs, and he will stay home and take such good care of the babies. He will actually lose body mass because he's too busy concentrating on the kids and not himself. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong. That's how they lie down. It's very disturbing when you see a rhea laying full out. Usually the legs are right in back of them, and the head is straight out. It looks like a little chicken. We're getting ready to come into Africa. Would you guys like to say hello, learn how to say hello, my friend, in Swahili? I guarantee you know the second word if you've seen The Lion King. So if you want to say hello in Swahili, you'd say habari Rafiki. Habari Rafiki is hello, my friend, in Swahili. So in here we're going to say habari Rafiki to our African elephants, our rhinos, and our ostrich coming up on your right hand side. That's our female ostrich. She's all gray. That's how you can tell she's a female. They're the largest bird at about 8 feet tall, and they're the fastest thing on two legs. Their top speed ranges between 42 to 45 miles per hour in short bursts. In the meantime, on your left-hand side, these are our African elephants. Can anyone tell me how we know they are African elephants besides the sign? Because that would be cheating. Does anyone know how we can tell they are African elephants? The shape of their ears, because it resembles the shape of the African continent. Smiley face emoji and glitter for you. These ladies have been with the park since it opened in 1974, so these ladies are about 45 years old. Fully grown, they are 7 tons, and their trunks have over 100,000 muscles in them. That's more muscles than we have in our human body. Under human care, they can live up to about 80 years old. In the wild, however, because of poachers, they lose about 50 of these years. They'll be lucky to make it to 30 years old because of the black market ivory trade. Even though there's been an ivory ban since the 1990s, we still lose 96 elephants per day. If you look to your left-hand side, you can see the lady closest to us. Her left tusk is much shorter than her right tusk. Did you know that that means she's left-handed? So they can be left and right-handed just like we are. If their right tusk is shorter and the left one is longer, that means they are right tusk dominant or right-handed, or vice versa. And for those who have broken both off, that means they're ambidextrous just like we are. Now on your right-hand side in the shade, it is our white rhino. They are the least vulnerable. The most vulnerable are the Javanese, the black, and the Sumatran. Once again, our rhinos have poacher problems. It is because certain cultures believe that that rhino horn actually has medicinal properties when it actually has no medicinal value whatsoever. Now, on your left-hand side, it is our Grant zebra. They are dark with light stripes, but if you look very closely, you can see there are some babies and there are definitely some mamas to be. There's a few babies sitting on the ground over here. Did you guys know that within the first 20 minutes a baby zebra is alive, they can get up and walk? And within the first hour a baby zebra is alive, they can get up and run. And off in the distance on your left-hand side, you can see one of our male ostrich, black jacket, white tails. It's a male. There's another one also closer to your left-hand side. And if you look very quickly in the bushes, you can see Fred, our marabou stork. He's kind of our resident cranky guy. Can anybody tell me with this stuff we have anything in common with giraffes? Do me a favor, get your fingers going and put your hands on the back of your neck. We actually have the same amount of vertebrae in our neck as the giraffe do, 7 vertebrae. However, their neck is 200 pounds and 7 feet long all by itself. We're lucky we don't have to deal with that. That'd be a lot of chiropractor bills. We're also lucky that we do not sleep the way giraffes sleep. They only sleep in 5-minute intervals. In all total, they get in the course of a day 4.5 hours of sleep in total. It's because they're a vulnerable species. They want to stay awake and alert in case they have to run. I would not be a happy tour guide if I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep. It'd be 2 bags of IV bags of caffeine just going right here. We're going to see an animal known as the Bisa oryx coming up on your right-hand side. That's that gray-bodied creature with the black racing stripe. The Bisa oryx are pretty amazing. They are a desert dweller, and they can actually bring their body temperature up to 116 degrees so they don't sweat or lose moisture. And their kidneys will actually recycle their metabolic water until they can get to fresh water. So they can go to almost 2 weeks without fresh water.
Yeah.
Right next to them is the common eland, also on your right-hand side. And they are that brownish gray body creature, and they're the second largest of the antelope species. Right back of them, also on your right-hand side, is a white-bodied creature with a toasted marshmallow neck. And that animal is the Dama Gazelle, and they're one of the reasons why we do our tours. They're the ones way up against the back over there. Now, unfortunately for the Dama Gazelle, due to habitat fracturing and because of poachers, they're critically endangered with only 250 remaining in the wild. The point is to get the information out there so that when we know better, we can do better, right? On your left-hand side down on the ground, we have our black bucks. These are all males. You can tell by the twisted horns that they have. They are cousins to the common eland, and those are not babies. They are full-grown, and they can run 50 miles per hour at their top speed. I'm a little jealous of that. We're getting ready to come into the second part of our wild plains. If you look way ahead on your left-hand side, you can start to see our giraffes off in the distance. A full-grown male giraffe is 18 feet tall and about 4,000 pounds. Their heart is 2 feet across and 25 pounds. But they need a very special pump to get all that blood going up to their head, right? So they have a series of blood vessels in their neck to regulate their blood pressure, and that's called the rete mirabile. If you look right in the shade, that white bird that you see there is actually a leucistic peacock. Once again, the eyes are going to be sapphire blue and not red pink at all. Bridget, where's your baby? Oh, there it is. So there's Bridget. She's standing closest to us. And her baby boy is right back of her. And that boy is about a month and maybe 2 weeks old. She is never far from her baby boy. Now, her baby boy's introduction to life was gravity. Because when she was giving birth, she was standing up. And he took a 6-foot drop to the ground. So that caused him to take his first breath. And which it would with anybody dropping 6 feet. And then Mom began to very vigorously wash him so he would stand up as soon as possible. Because with a baby giraffe, if they don't stand up as soon as possible, it could cause skeletal or muscular damage. So she's being a really good mama. Good job, Bridget. We're at Camp Aventura. This is our halfway point. It is not the end of our tour, it's just our halfway point. This is where you have the chance to feed the giraffes every hour on the half hour. If you have a season pass, it's $6. If you don't, it's $7. We also have new this season, 2 new baby lynx cubs. They're only about 8.5 weeks old. They're like this big, but their feet are like this big. We also have 2 new coatimundi. The coatimundi kind of look like if a lemur and a raccoon had a couple of babies. And their names are Bonnie and Clyde. And they are crazy. We also have all kinds of exotic birds and reptiles inside. You can go meet Miss Piggy, our albino Burmese python. All kinds of cool stuff. You can also grab something to drink to cool off. The restrooms are air conditioned, but again, it is an option. It is not a requirement. And we are not done with our tour, but it is a nice thing that we have to offer for you in our midway point. So just remain seated until we give the all clear, and then you'll be free to disembark. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to check out our Soaring Eagle zip line. It's 95 feet up in the air and 500 feet long. You also get a little preview of brown bears you're going over. So give us one moment, folks. All clear. Watch your step if you are disembarking. Once again, there's some nice water and some snacks and some Dippin' Dots here at the camp.
Come back here, right?
Please enjoy your tour at Camp Aventura. It was very nice to meet you. And again, folks, please don't forget to stay hydrated. You're welcome. Enjoy.
Come on, Papi, over here. So, I don't know, so can you see it? Come here.
We can feed them.
That was so cool, right?
Yeah, but we still have to.
Yeah. Gotta use the bathroom?
Huh?
Do you have to use the bathroom?
No.
No está el baño. A ver, no está el baño. No one's.
iguana. That's cool, right?
Noah, look at me. Emily, look at me.
Emily, Noah. Noah.
Noah. Come on, guys. Noah, come on. Over here, Noah. Over here. Look. ¿Cuánto? You can't touch the glass. Yeah, baby.
Can we buy one?
12 pesos.
This one?
No, ya que no se puede porque eso es banana.
I want buy We can have like these
Let's
things,
look around first.
and then we can buy it. Ooh. I don't want
Oh, yeah? Aquí, allá hay más cosas. No,
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Big drumstick. Yeah. This is milk. Yeah.
You're going up. Scared? Scared?
Hell yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Noah. Hi, Daddy.
Here. Ready?
Yeah.
Bye. Have fun. Is all the way up there, Red? Mommy's coming, Noah. Mommy's coming. Mommy's coming, Noah. Mommy's coming. Hold on.
That felt so good.
Alright, welcome back to the Safari Off-Road Adventure. My name is Joe, I'll be your new tour guide, and for those of you joining us in here, we got Bill, who'll be your new driver. Left are the ADAX here, Desert Growers. We have a white sun on right now, but during the winter it's darker. That way they absorb more sunlight to get more warmth. You get all these different coats of the Bronte Coat Factory. Here they are on your left now, closer.
Yeah.
Next we're going to go into Kingsland, where along with a few more elite ostriches, who I'm sure you've seen a lot of by now, we're also going to see the African lion. They are the only large cats at elite groups. These are known as prides. So lions are sexually dimorphic. This means that the boys look different from the girls. The boys, of course, are the ones that have the manes. Those get larger and darker until they're fully mature, and they're very coarse enough. It's because the boys' main job is to protect the pride. So those manes, they help protect their necks, especially the arteries in there. And you can actually see a guy right here on your left going to lay down because he's a cat. That's what they do. Now, other than protecting the pride, the guys eat first, and then they just sleep 20 hours a day. The girls are the ones that do all the hunting. They're successful about 25 to 30% of the time, which is average for an apex predator. And their roars are very loud. They can be heard from several miles away. Unfortunately, lion populations are only about 5% of what they were in the middle of the 1900s. So they're not doing too well, although there are some populations that have noted an increase in their population. problem is those populations are all scattered across Africa without any way of connecting towards one another due to human civilization, which means that genetic diversity is low, which increases the risk of extinction. Now we're in Black Bear Ridge. Here we have the American black bear, found in parts of Canada and the United States. So they're a small to medium-sized bear, only about 240 pounds on average, give or take 100 pounds. And due to their not too large size and the fact that they have curved paws, really good grip, they're actually fairly good at climbing trees. You see some bears in that den over there on your right. Right now, just taking a nap, getting a little escape from the sun. So an adult American black bear can climb a tree as fast as a squirrel. Alright, and here's some more of them on your left. Now in that enclosure there is a mom with her kids. Now these kids are 15 months old, so they are getting a bit big. So cubs will stay with their mom for about 2 to 3 years. And like several other species of bear, the American black bear is an omnivore, just like us. This means that they eat both meat and vegetation. One piece of vegetation that they love to eat is duckweed, which is the green stuff in the pool on your left. And that is natural to New Jersey, so black bears found up in northern New Jersey actually eat that in the wild. You can see some bears resting in the back over there.
Yeah! Ooh.
And there's a bear on the platform on your right. The platforms are for the adults, which they don't have any trees or high for safety reasons. And they can run about 25 miles per hour. They're a fairly timid species of bear. They will only be angry if there's a mom protecting her cubs or if you provoke them. On your right, you can see the red electrics again. You can easily see those longer back legs of theirs. And you can see the black buck. These are boys. So as the boys age, they go from tan to black on the top half of their body and the outer part of their legs. And always they get those starling horns. The girls, which are part of the breeding herd, will be in the last section. On your left, those white birds, those were sacred ibis, revered in ancient Egypt. Then those are the eastern crown cranes, named for these yellow feathers on their heads. Then back there on your left are the greater kudu. They are the third largest of the antelopes. Boys' horns take about 6.5 years to fully grow, and they'll have several twists in those. The white stripes on them help them to blend in their natural habitat, which tends to have tall, tan or light brown grasses with white tips, so it helps them blend in there. And they can jump about 2 meters high, or about 6.5 feet, slightly over 6.5 feet. Now we're going to go into Terra ursus, which is Latin for land of the bear. Here we'll find the European brown bear, which is a subspecies of the brown bear. Subspecies are kind of like how there's different breeds of dogs, though there are some differences between breeds and subspecies. So the European brown bear is larger and more aggressive than the black bear. That's why they're going to be behind barriers. On average, they're about 500 pounds. So we got, you can see a younger one over there on your left, about 3 years old. Soon they'll be put with the adults within the next season or so, eating some grasses. Because like black bears, the European brown bear is an omnivore. However, they do have more meat in their diet, probably because of the more protein, because of the larger size. And here's the other one on your left. They're actually brother and sister, Highwood and Bones. Right now, this one's just grooming and eating some food. And you can see the hump on the shoulder. It'll be more prominent on some of the adults that we'll see in a little bit, especially still be larger. That hump is found on all brown bears. It's where a bunch of muscles connect, and that attaches to their arms. That lets them swipe at enemies a lot easier. It's a very strong right hook. Alright, where are the rest of them? Yeah, a lot of them are going to be in the pool. It's still a bit hot out. So they're going to mainly be on your right in the pool. Well, there is one coming up on the left side in a little bit. So they also are not too slow. They can run about 30 miles per hour. So you can actually see those humps a bit more easier on these now. Actually, if you look in the pool, you can see one near the middle playing with a hump cap. And let's see, oh, we got one in the hot tub on your left. It's not a real hot tub, we just call it that. So there's a couple of them in there, actually. One almost like scratching their neck under the water.
Mommy!
Hi! It always looks so funny in there. They are very close relatives of grizzly bears. They are both of the same species, brown bears, they're just different subspecies. Grizzly bears are a bit larger, though, about 100 or so pounds on average. And they can't go over the road, so they go underneath it with that tunnel on your left, because, we don't want them to get here due to their aggressiveness. And then we got a mom with her they are starting to get near adult size though, so it's getting harder to tell which one is the mom.
Mommy.
Right now, they're just all having a family get together at the beach or pool, I guess. That'd probably be more apt. Now, while brown bears usually are the largest, is eating them. And on your right, you can see a black and white Bengal tiger. The Bengal tiger is not only the most common subspecies of tiger, it's the only one that does not have to be orange, although less than about 1 in 10,000 of them will be anything other than orange in the wild. And there are less than that many tigers in the world. So almost all the 200 black and white Bengal tigers are all descended from the same one caught in the 50s. And see, that looks like Kirill, who's actually our largest Bengal tiger, around 500 pounds. They're usually around 400 pounds, so he's a bit of a big boy. Before we see some more of the tigers, on your right we got some yak. Yak come from Tibet and Nepal. They usually live around 10,000 feet, which is the highest average elevation for any mammal. They're used for milk and for carrying items on their back in those 5 places, since they're the mammals that can provide best rather than humans who live for a long time. And let's see who's in here. We got another black and white Bengal tiger in this section, sleeping by the rock. And also in the water, we got an orange one, that's Hera. So, the only other cat-sized tigers that actually do enjoy water are jaguars. Other than that, large cats don't really like the water. So, jaguars and tigers will actually chase their prey in the water, since they're usually better than the prey at swimming. And coming up, we're going to start seeing Siberian tigers, though there's also a non-Siberian tiger inside this section on your left. So here we got Nadia. She was the first Siberian tiger born here in 13 years. She's 3 years old. And then there's another 3-year-old cat, and there's Ziri, the African lion. They were born a week apart. And the thing is, tigers, they are solitary animals unless they were raised with an animal their whole life. So to get Nadia ready for when she'll have another tiger with her when she's full grown, we have her with Ziri for now. And in the back on your left, you see 2 full-grown Siberian tigers. They are the largest naturally found cats in the world. They usually are over 600 pounds and over 9 feet long. So they're back there, taking a little nap. Looking through, you see one here in the middle playing with the hubcap.
Wow. I don't want his phone. Like, just press it?
See, we got one in the hot tub on your left. It's not a real hot tub.
Hold on.
Oh, there's a couple of them in there, actually. One looks like it's scratching their neck under the water.